It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today I'm going to show you what I believe, what I perceive to be a Polish stroke German influenced dark lager. I don't understand a word on this label because I don't speak a word of Polish, but I'm going to guess, I've already guessed that it's going to be a dark lager by its colour. It's a very similar dark brown bottle that they've used for this beer. Swing top cap, 500ml bottle, 5% ABV. I think it's been filtered. Filter away. That either means filtered or unfiltered, one of the two. Piwo smell. Let's get out. It's by Browar Staropolskie. One of my new favourite Polish breweries. Browar Staropolskie. I've reviewed 7 now. This will be either 7 or 8 of their beers. I picked them all up in a local Polish shop for £2.50 a bottle, and they have been... Do you know when you stumble across bits of excellence in life that maybe you've stumbled across, not by accident, because I was purposely going to the Polish shop. It was not by accident. I have a curious nature about me. I want to try things. I want to try things from Chinese shops and Polish shops, and I have this curious, I want to try everything when it comes to beer. But I'm really glad that I have stumbled across this brewery because their beers have been fantastic. They really have. Coming towards the end now, I've got about 1 or 2 more to do. You can see here, one bloke's got a sledgehammer, one bloke's got a rake, and they're shaking hands, and they're probably shaking hands over a beer. One guy's been swinging a sledgehammer all day, one guy's been raking all day, but at the end of the day, they're sharing a beer. There's the back of the label. It looks like lots of people, I don't know, maybe outside the brewery? Maybe they're outside the original brewery of Staropolskie. If you're Polish, please comment on what's going on the back of the label. I'll never tire of that. Oh, you get the aroma of those dark malts in the air. Wow. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's bottle conditioned. Bottle conditioned. You can see the sediment floating around the glass here, making its way to the bottom of the glass. We've got a 3-finger tan coloured head. It's not jet black, as it's a dark lager. It's not supposed to be. Interesting stuff. Aroma then. Aroma. Oh yeah, it's dark and mysterious. Nutty and biscuity and bready. Should we dive in? Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Well, it's an interesting one, this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on this one. Do you know, I just think it's... I am sure. Can I be honest and can I tell you, and it was my mistake. It was my mistake. I had this feeling that they were... Do you know when you can trick your own mind? In the aroma, I had a feeling that there was like a dark syrupy kind of, like, you know, like Guinness. Guinness has that kind of like syrupy, extracty flavour to it. I was almost convinced with this beer that I was getting that same thing. And it's hard to shake off. It's really quite hard to shake off. It's hard to shake off that kind of, when you put something in your mind, oh, this is exactly what's going on here. It hasn't. This beer, it's a bit raw. It's a bit, and in its rawness, there's beauty, because it's pure, raw, dark lager, almost roasty stout going on here. But in its rawness, it was almost giving off vibes of syrupy Guinness flavours coming through, which I've had to displace, I've had to dispel from my mind. It's proper ingredients, this. It's dark lager, and it's kind of like, it's like finding a rough diamond. I wish I could. It's like finding a rough old diamond. It needs a bit of polish. It needs a bit of work, and it'll look beautiful. But it has all of the great things that are in beer, which is a little bit of roasted malt. It's pushing towards being a stout. I'm struggling with the dark lager aspect of this. I've read on Untapped that it's supposed to be a dark lager. But if you told me this was a Polish dark mild or a Polish stout, I'd just go, yeah, exactly that. Oh. It's quite thick, it's quite bold, there's a big mouthfeel to it, it's creamy, it's rich. But then it's quite wort-like. It's very much leaning towards being quite wort-like. That's the warm liquid from the malt that makes its way into the boil kettle, if you're a brewer. Generally, breweries have a little tap, a little bit of see-through glass. You can see the work going through. You can see it, you can taste it before it makes its way, or whilst it's making its way to the boil kettle. And it's got that kind of slightly kind of worty roughness to it, this beer. But I like it, I do. Would I buy lots of it? No, I would probably carry on buying their Bock, which is great. But I reckon one now and again, every now and again would be okay. it would be okay, but it's not quite my cup of tea. I've drank half a bottle of this now, or nearly half a bottle of this, and it's not quite my cup of tea, I'm going to be honest. It just needs to be, it needs the rough edges taken off it. It needs to be, it's like a wild bull in a pen. Someone's got to grab the bull by the horns, you know, and like, come on. It just needs the rough edges of the diamond taken off this to be a great beer. As it is right now, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.